You're like that guy Humongous. You just showed up to work with no pants on.
Is that what Humongous did? I thought he
He
alluded to his
also-
large wiener to a woman in an elevator, and she got upset about it.
He was also a Diddy Bluden, so like you're a the German term is Diddenbruden, and that's you.
Just let it be known to everyone who listens that I'm probably not wearing pants during this.
Can you just do like an intro bit in German? Can you say something in German to entertain the audience for like 30 seconds?
In German, anything in German. Diddy hat nichts falsch gemacht. Epstein hat auch nicht falsch gemacht, weil ein perfektes Person ist.
Israel
is announced. If you put a little French spin on that, it does start to sound a little Israeli. Like you're like, yes, ich habe ein Problem. Die Palästinensischen Leute, sie sind so gefährlich, sie sind so hässlich. It does sound like a little bit like a Jewish man complaining about his neighbors being too loud, and by that he means I'm gonna blow them up.
Yeah. Who touched the thermostat?
Who touched the thermostat?
Who touched the thermostat? What's up, little comers? It's Cumposting, back at it again, the most radical podcast in the whole world. I'm your host, as always, Rosa, joined today by my tubular co-host, Niels Soy Pill Pill.
Are you calling me fat?
Tubular? Like, I had like a
what are you
Tony
fucking
Hawk thing
Pauly
going.
Shore? What year is it?
I had like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater thing going. That was my bit. Those my two adjectives for the day. Anyway, I discovered I'm a lot like Sam Hyde if he was less funny.
He's actually getting less funny, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, he's gotten less funny because he just like takes himself way too fucking seriously.
Yeah, exactly. The irony's gone.
Yeah, but I'm making an alt-left pipeline. You should make a video essay on me in like 3 years about how I assembled an alt-left pipeline, where you start with normal content, like the soy pill and the domain, and you end up at an armchair somewhere in Italy doing nothing. Just the really dangerous radicalization into extremist armchair ideologies.
Yeah, it's like it starts off and they're just kind of, listening to movies, and all of a sudden now they're making audiobooks about Marxist-Leninism.
I'm not fucking Marxist-Leninist. I hope that you get beaten to death with a rubber hose.
Are you just like a regular Leninist? What are you?
I'm a very orthodox Leninist.
No. Sorry, I used the M word. Oh no.
Well, because ML is used to describe the ideology of everything under the sun. Essentially, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, whatever. You're all going in the camps. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, you're applying the friend enemy distinction. You're like a Nazi, bro. I learned that in Jubilee. That's crazy. You learned something from Schmidt. You're like fucking Hitler. You're like worse than Hitler, basically. You're holocausting me.
I talked to one of those guys, and it's so funny how they're like, fascists. They want to put me in a camp and deport brown people, blah blah blah.
Parafascists, they're petty racialists. They fail to understand the program of Delunzio. They don't understand that fascism is a beacon of light, a communism in one city, spreading its light all across the oppressed nations, as Delunzio said. What a guy! What a fucking guy! That's one of the fucking guys of history.
Anyway, so they're very upset that I swear and tell them that I don't think they should be able to work. But they also are intent on, putting me away. So it's like, oh no, yeah, well, fuck your feelings, and also I want to oppress you, but no, my feelings, like, those are very important. And how dare you? I'm a delicate little hummingbird.
I know. I can guess how this debate rep went. They say, well, if you think that, then communists should be able to get work, and because you're literally a brown shirt, you said, yeah, they shouldn't. You said, yeah. You said, yes. You said that I shouldn't be able to be employed somewhere, is what you said.
Well, first of all, yes.
I'm guessing.
But second of all, I go further than that. I say, I think you should be able to not employ someone for just about anything. So,
okay,
like,
so
the way it works now is if they don't like the color of your shirt.
Like,
no. Other than protected classes, obviously. So
you're in favor of racial discrimination, is what I'm hearing.
Well, only for certain races, and whoever's listening, you know the ones. you know the ones.
Yeah, you know exactly which ones.
You know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We all know. Did you just have that?
Yeah, I have
that primed and ready to go on the soundboard.
I also have this one.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. What else do I have here? I have all sorts of ones.
Holy shit. So essentially, what you're saying is that the audience can skip through that last 30 seconds and whichever race they so choose that I was talking about.
Well, there's only 2 of them. And Christmas. That doesn't show up in the recording, so I'm going to have to, like, add them back in from memory.
All right. Anyway, fascism is slightly more annoying than you, so that's why I don't have a fascist podcast, but I will do a Marxist-Leninist podcast.
I'm not fucking, like, I legitimately think that people like you should not be allowed in civil society.
Because I keep using the M word?
No, because you're
I'm just happy I found your trigger word. Do you want to talk about movies?
No, not really. Not today. I'm not feeling it today.
No, fuck. Oh man, I put you out of the mood.
I don't like movies anymore. I'm done watching movies.
Yeah, claims to be communist, enjoys products.
Claims to be liberal.
I'm making the DreamWorks smug smile right now.
Enjoys applying the friend-enemy distinction. You're worse than Nazi. Anyway, we watched a movie. Not just any movie. A Coen Brothers movie. Which Coen Brothers movie?
Wrong.
Coen brother
movie.
The lesser Coen brother, who may or may not be transgender at this point, judging by his output.
Every brother is not the Wachowskis, Rosa. They don't all become trans.
Yeah, except he just keeps making lesbian movies. So it's like, what are you trying to say, Ethan? We watched How You Don't from this year, directed by Ethan Coen.
Rosa, you got your conspiracy wrong. This isn't a backdoor trans coming out movie, which is why he's making so many lesbian movies. Ethan Coen, the brother who his name is attached to this, is married to Tricia Cooke, who also is a director of this film. And this is just nepotism. This is just Tricia Cooke's like a girl boss lesbian movie.
Yeah, maybe. I love that every fucking lesbian thing is made by women for by women to watch with their cop husbands. Such as hit show Arcane. Ooh, 30% of my audience just clicked off the video. Oh well. Bye bye.
How does 30% of one person click off?
You ever go to like the Indochina area? Like Vietnam.
Like the Orient?
The Orient, yeah. They got a landmine problem.
Some disabled person just clicked off your video.
Some disabled guy, yeah.
Some handy-capable person. I hated this movie. I never in my life have gone to a movie alone. This is the first time I've ever done this, and you might say, oh, well, maybe that's why, but no, it's not. The reason I never go is because I always want to be able to talk about the movie with someone. Obviously, we can do that now, but it's been a few days. Now, the only reason I had to do this was because Rosa kindly picked a film that's still in fucking theaters, and I didn't bother to look that up until a day before.
We're talking about a relevant new movie. We only do that 1 to 2 times every week. Oh, heavens me, you decided not to watch a cam rip for once in your life with your $8,000 a week in Zionist fucking Zog money.
Hey, I applied. They don't give it to me yet. All right. But once they do,
I love they show you this like Zog article. I'm like, yeah, pretty bad, hun. You're like, wow, I better apply to that.
Was that passive aggressive to Taylor Lorenz? Because she's like, look how awful this is, and I'm like, I'm applying.
That's not passive aggressive. That's active aggressive. Also, you need to be media trained at this point, because like, even if I'm your like ideological enemy or whatever, as Schmidt would say, you're just like you're not doing a good job. Like, I don't think that anyone's getting convinced by you saying like, oh, the Dark Mighty pack, sign me up. Also, I would vote for Kamala Harris if she was a pedophile. Also, Destiny having CSAM on his computer, not as bad as Hassan. Okay, dude.
Look, this is how you know I'm not going to betray any opinion for money. It's because my opinions are so dog shit that there couldn't possibly be any amount of money you could pay me to say something worse.
Yeah.
In fact, if you start agreeing with me too much, Rosa, you should question whether or not there's like a Marxist-Leninist secret dark money fund that's paying.
No. No. Well, there is, and it's called put LaRouche's pack in post, so everyone can laugh at that. Thank you.
Anyway, so I went to go see this movie alone, and
fucking loser.
I see really
every movie alone in theaters.
Oh yeah, really? Well,
I like it. It's a nice ritual for me.
Look, if we lived in the same area, I'd go see at least a few of these movies with you. I'd let you know that.
Wow.
So this movie This movie made me betray my own ethics. I have a very goody two-shoes kind of ethics about a lot of things that I think is, what should be common sense decorum. Put the shopping cart back. Don't play your fucking JBL Diddy speaker in the middle of this is Jew coded. Now we're doing this is Jew coded.
You're being zogged right now.
Okay, well, I'm being zogged. Anyway, one of them is don't use your phone in the theater. Because fuck you, I'm trying to watch a movie. Now, this movie was so fucking boring that I whipped my phone out in the theater about halfway through, just to see what time it was, just to browse and take notes and completely disassociate with just how much nothing was happening in this film.
Just to browse r/Destiny for a little
Just
bit.
to go on r/Destiny and look at all the Coke threads about how it's actually one big bait and switch where he never did have sex with a child.
He's actually a red hat child pornographer.
So this film is just nothing. Let me look at what I did in my notes. I did the first note I wrote down was just boring. So at a certain point, I decided to break decorum, whip my phone out, and type boring into my notepad.
Because you were the one person in the theater, right?
Yes, I was the only person in the theater.
Yeah.
This was like a matinee, 11 a.m. showing on a Tuesday for a movie that apparently no one's going to go see. I just don't know what this film, who was this film for? It felt like you've seen
Me.
No Country for Old Men, right?
This film's for me. Yeah.
Okay, so No Country for Old Men, it has this sort of subversion of expectations theme going on where you've got Tommy Lee Jones and he's looking for Josh Brolin and when's he gonna catch him, and then they're all gonna have this big climactic showdown, and it just kind of never happens. All this meandering happens and there's some action and eventually it culminates in not what you would expect. And this felt like that, but instead of anything satisfying or anything character wise that pays off, it's just a bunch of people floating around and events happen to them, and their actions don't change what's going on in the story. None of it's connected, and then it just kind of ends abruptly. And I just don't know like what the point of it was.
It
And
takes a lot from French Expressionism, to a certain extent, but sort of the worst lessons of French Expressionism, like it's like if you were to try and recreate the fire within without understanding the fire within. Now, brief plot synopsis: Margaret Qualley is a lesbian detective, in a small Nevada town, and she's trying to solve a series of strange deaths tied to an evangelical church headed by Chris Evans.
Now, based on that description, Rosa, had you not seen this film, what would you say the plot of it would be?
The plot of it would be
how it would go.
Like wacky Coen mystery movie where they get down to it and they unfold like a fun, wacky conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Would you guess that? What if Chris Evans, the only almost interesting character in this film,
he was the
not
worst
really.
part of this fucking movie.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was close to being like, oh, this is a character. But yeah, I guess complimenting that is going a step too far. But
I liked. Can I just say I thought it was subpar, but I didn't like find it boring. Really. I didn't find it boring at all. I thought that this is the second movie in a trilogy. This is the second movie in a set of 3 films starring Margaret Qualley, directed by Ethan Coen, which the first one is Drive Away Dolls. And
was Drive Away Dolls also with his wife, by the way?
You're big into this conspiracy theory stuff.
Yep, it is. This is also from Cooke. This is all a backdoor. This is all nepotism.
Yeah, she also directed. She wrote "Don't Mess with Texas," 2008. Wow.
Okay.
She only directs writes lesbian movies while being in a heterosexual relationship. Is Ethan Coen trans?
Are you good? Rosa's furiously typing right now. Ethan Coen trans.
Ethan Bradbury.
So, yeah, would you expect the fun in like 17 quotes, Chris Evans, evangelical villain, to just disappear like halfway through the film and have nothing to do with like the actual climax or the plot or anything?
No, it felt okay. So it felt like the first 2 acts of a movie, which I enjoyed. They weren't a bad first 2 acts. I enjoyed the statistics representation. There's a cop lesbian character who puts on display that, much like 40% of lesbians, 40% of cops put hands on their intimate partners and violently.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm interpreting this correctly, but that means that 40% of cops are lesbian?
No, it means 100% of cops are lesbian.
Excuse me, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Which is very interesting statistics.
Was everyone acting bad on purpose in this film? I think Margaret Qualley did not show any emotion because she's supposed to be like a hard, badass cop lady, but she doesn't. I think even in the climax of the film, she's like deathly calm and boring.
I don't think it was that bad.
Okay, well, maybe this is just me being perturbed in the theater. I think Charlie Day
because you're constantly saying to me like all sorts of nasty, horrible things about my factory settings and things like that. So I think
you just haven't had the right dick yet.
You haven't had the right one. Yeah. So I think that you're just like incredibly homophobic, and that's why
I don't like this movie. Okay, fair enough. Well, okay, does me hating Charlie Day's acting in this film an indication of me being homophobic? Because I thought
he hit the fucking he hit the fucking Eric Andre, where it's like, were you ever funny?
No, it's like, yeah, if you put Eric Andre in Happy Gilmore 2 and give him nothing to do, yeah, it's not funny. So you put Charlie Day in this film, he's supposed to play like a kind of happy-go-lucky cop who wants to fuck the lesbian, but the lesbian is gay, and he's like, "Hey, have sex with me. Why won't you go on a date with me?" And it's like, it just feels like he's doing a Always Sunny bit, but it's not funny because one, it's not supposed to be like a bit. It's an actual person saying things in the film. But two, he's not acting well, so it's like contradicting the part that it's supposed to be serious.
It just felt like Charlie from It's Always Sunny was in my movie, except
Yes.
that character is not funny in isolation.
Yes,
You know,
he needs
like,
he needs a
any
scumbag
one of
straight
the
people around
characters
him.
from It's Always Sunny. Well, I think that Dennis is funny in a chamber, but like Charlie is one of those characters that needs people to bounce off of. You know.
Well, I think all of them do, which is why every
Yeah.
single spin-off show that's not really the same character, but the same type of character, like AP Bio and whatever the fuck the lady spun off into, like all those shows suck because you need
Yeah.
them all to be terrible together.
True.
Aubrey Plaza's in this. She does her typical Aubrey Plaza thing until, spoilers, she does some mean, awful, violent things towards the end of the film.
She starts acting like she's a cop, bro.
Well, she starts acting like she's like a bad guy on an SNL sketch and is like, "I am evil and I love being evil. Don't you like hate me for being evil, Margaret Qualley?" Like it's everyone's embarrassing in this film. It was just so poorly acted, poorly directed.
I thought it was campy. I thought that a lot of the shots were overexposed.
You don't have to get pretentious on us, Rosa. There's so much to hate.
How's that pretentious? Like I
talk about shot composition when we can talk about just the
it's
plain
a
old
film.
structure.
It's a fucking film review show. Everybody that listens to this has a Letterboxd account. It's a left slop film review show. Do you think that anyone's like in the comments typing out like, "I don't know what overexposure is"? Like, no, nobody's saying that. I'm not hitting you with like film review terminology. I'm hitting you with like words that people say like on a day-to-day basis.
What would you say the most girl bossy moment was?
The most girl bossy, dude. I don't think it was really girl bossy.
I can't tell. Are you? You're gonna make me mad. You don't think the part where she goes to the abusive boyfriend of her niece, overpowers him, takes his gun, smashes it against a cinder block, and then gets a bumper sticker that says "I have a vagina and I vote," and slaps it over his MAGA sticker? You don't think that was girl bossy?
Yeah, that was girl bossy. You're right. You kind of got me there. Probably that. Yeah, probably that. Because it probably hit a little bit too close to home for you because you think that guys should just be able to do that, you know?
I think we should be able to hit women, yes. And I think she's like, "Why do they always have guns?"
Because they
have small penises.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the plot of this film. What's the plot of this film?
I fucking told you the plot.
She's trying to investigate these murders. Well, that's not what happens.
Okay,
in the movie.
I like the fucking opening.
The opening was fine, yeah.
The opening is intriguing. It felt like I was watching a Coen movie. Then the intro credits are like really amateurish.
Just random shots of buildings
with people's names as PNGs on the side of them, and they're not. It doesn't look good. It looks smeary and soupy.
Yeah, and also
like I've never taken issue with intro credits before, but the intro credits just look fucking bad.
Well, this is a minor thing. I think this is a niche problem, but is it in Nevada? I could have sworn I saw it in Fairfield because this was definitely shot in California, and it looks like a shitty mid, California town.
It was like New Mexico or Arizona or Nevada or something.
Okay, it very well might have been, but it reminded me of being in the middle of California, which made the intro credits even worse because it looks like every middle of California: Stockton, Bakersfield, Fairfield, like all those places.
Because there are too many Latin-looking buildings. As a abundance liberal, you really oppose that.
I was like, can we build skyscrapers so I can be above all of these Latinos?
Well, no. I mean, Mexico's doing abundance now, so that's pretty cool for you.
We already have an abundance of Mexicans.
It's Bakersfield, California.
Yeah, see, it is California.
Okay, yeah, that's on me.
I know a shitty California town when I see it.
Yeah, did you know Spanish priest Francisco Garces arrived in the Bakersfield area in 1776?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now
And I'm
you
gonna forget
know.
it immediately because I don't want to know anything about that shit ass town.
Why are you such a big hater?
I'm an irritable man. It's very hot here in California right now.
Well, clearly you're not hot to go if you hated the movie this much.
Let me look at another note here. It just says Lawrence Fishburne in a wig. Do you know what that might mean?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Margaret Qualley's secretary looks like Lawrence Fishburne in a wig. Is that racist?
Probably. You could leave a comment.
Leave a comment if that's racist. Black people, leave a comment if that's racist.
Black people, let me know.
Okay, I had one positive thing to say about this film. It looks like at the very end, Margaret Qualley shoots Aubrey Plaza. Okay, plot-wise, all these people are dying and disappearing, and it turns out it had absolutely nothing to do with Chris Evans, although they were doing crimes, but these are separate, unrelated crimes.
What? No.
Aubrey... Yes. No?
No.
Okay, you tell me what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I was so bored I literally didn't understand the plot of this film.
Were you watching this movie on like fucking Jankum?
Yeah, I got so bored in the theater, I went on my phone, found a cam rip, and watched it at 2 times speed so I could get it over with faster.
You got on your phone, downloaded Jankum off of the dark web, and started huffing that shit.
I'm sorry. Was it not the plot of the film that by the end of it you realize that the main people that have been crimed are actually not at all due to Chris Evans?
Wait, yeah, no, you're right. I'm kind of like and slow.
Yeah, which fucking you making gaslighting me? I know what I watched.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so anyway,
okay.
Chris Evans is part of a
I'm saying that he's involved. Like, Chris Evans is involved. I thought you were saying
but
they have
traditional
nothing to do with Chris Evans.
Pretty much nothing to do with it, because
lady.
the traditional plot of the film would implicate like, oh, she's gonna have to uncover this crazy cult and like go undercover, blah 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 blah. But it turns out that really all the disappearances and the death at the beginning actually didn't have anything to do with the unrelated crimes of the sex drug cult that Chris Evans runs. It's actually just Aubrey Plaza as a serial killer, and she's like, you know, blaming it or trying to like obfuscate and make it look like it's someone completely different.
Yeah.
The one thing I enjoyed about this film is that when Aubrey Plaza gets shot by Margaret Qualley at the end, I thought it was kind of a cool shot where both of the bullets go through the tea kettle that she's holding, and then she moves the tea kettle and there's bullet holes in her that are directly in the same pattern as the ones in the tea kettle.
The one thing you liked about this movie is when a woman got shot.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting little shot composition.
Yeah. I see.
That's it. Everything else, it was meandering. It was slow.
Shot composition that you liked was that the woman was the one being composed in this shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
I liked the bar scene.
What's the bar scene?
The bar scene.
I actually don't remember.
Where Honey and the I'll just use the actors' names. Margaret Qualley is getting finger fucked by Aubrey Plaza at the bar.
Oh yeah. And did you like the 2 other sex scenes where you got to see Margaret Qualley and Aubrey Plaza's boobs? Is that why you like this film?
Those didn't do much of anything to elevate the movie experience for me.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean?
You didn't like it when 2 hot lesbians did hot lesbian things?
I mean, I did. I liked it, except that doesn't like factor into like my review of the movie.
Okay. So you have integrity, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna like dock points if a film is like a heterosexual sex scene in it. You know, like that would be be bonkers. Like,
so what you're saying is you're not the left-wing version of Snoop Dogg.
That's true. I'm not the. Well, I wish I was. I crip walk like him. I crip walk like it's Fortnite. Yeah, crip walk in a Fortnite. You could crip walk as the chicken from Family Guy.
I may or may not have purchased that skin.
The crip skin?
No, the chicken from Family Guy.
That's a good skin.
I really wish Fortnite had a proximity chat so I could like hide around corners and like do the Peter Griffin skin and go, Lois, where am I?
Lois. Yes. Yes. Fuck yes. Oh my fucking god.
Anyway, this is a little bit of a meandering ramble on this film. I just want to say this was one of the worst films I've ever seen in theaters. Total waste of time.
What the
Would not
fuck?
would not recommend this to anyone. It was not so bad it was good. It was not so good it was entertaining. It was just nothing. I would recommend this film to a grand total of nobody, and I would give it a 2 out of 10.
I thought
boring.
I thought it was subpar. I thought that the relationship was decently well written. I didn't mind the character motivations behind the cop going postal, because that's kind of a real thing that happens
What were her motivations?
psychologically.
Remind me. She was mad because
doing to others what was done to her, like victimizing people because she had been victimized in her past, which is a real thing that happens. I like that. I liked the way that it's found out that Honey's niece got kidnapped by the cop lady. Honey is Margaret Qualley. The cop lady is Aubrey Plaza. I enjoyed that
because she's
with
like,
the
oh well,
teacup.
your house is next to her work.
No, because of the teacup. And
that wasn't the way. Well, the reason it's tense and that she's worried in the first place is because she's like, wait a minute, that's right next to my lesbian partner's house. Maybe I should go check that out. It's probably nothing. And then she sees in the yearbook that she says some creepy ass fucking god shit. So she's already like on edge at that point. And the teacup is the final giveaway. But she's already kind of like, this is probably the person who did the bad thing at that point.
It's creepy bad vibes in the house.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a good sequence. I really enjoyed that sequence. I did not enjoy Chris Evans.
He plays a good asshole. It just didn't really fit in this film.
I don't know. I like the but I find the like sex comedy scenes very funny with him.
Nothing about it was funny. There wasn't a single good joke in this film, and they were like clearly trying to be funny. It's like, oh, isn't it funny how Chris Evans is taking advantage of these women in his sex cult? And it's like, no, not really. Like the jokes really aren't funny. Like if the joke was,
like not really. It's just like shit that fucking happens.
Yeah, there was no setup or punchlines. Like none of the drama or the crime stuff was tense. None of the jokes were particularly funny. And just to be clear, I'm not like pearl clutching, like, oh, he was taking advantage of them. That's not funny. It's just like the setup and the punchlines weren't funny. It was just like, isn't it funny that Chris Evans is fucking these people? Like, no, not really.
I think a fucking big one for me is the in terms of like the pinnacle of bad jokes is like, why don't I get you a computer database, boss? It's 2025.
Yeah. I have only two things left to say, and one is I'm gonna get I have a vagina and I vote for women's sticker for my car. And
I vote.
I have a vagina and I vote. Yeah. And
will you buy me that sticker after I get bottom surgery?
Yes, that will be my.
Would you buy me a I have a vagina and I don't vote sticker after bottom surgery?
I will absolutely do that.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, I don't know. What is every hack reviewer gonna write about this? Honey, don't see this film.
We like to have a good time on this show. Good times.
This is a fun movie review podcast show.
Guys, this isn't like the other podcasts. Give this 5 stars on Apple and Spotify and Lois. Anyway. I don't know. What would you give this?
I already gave it a 2 out of 10.
I'm giving
it a slop.
I'm giving it a 12 out of 30. I feel like it's. I feel like it's.
Is that no? That's too good. Give it like a.
That's what Sacha Baron Cohen's The Dictator received, dude.
That movie has at least 2 funny jokes in it. This movie has 0 funny jokes.
Except I enjoyed more about this. Like, I'm not basing my reviews entirely on how many times you twigger. This baby twigger. He's twigger.
Was there some theme about abuse in this film and how she keeps making bad choices and that's why she's dating an abusive lesbian cop and by the end of the film is
dating a cop is just a bad choice.
Yeah, dating a cop, and then at the end of the film is finally like the last shot of the film is her hitting on the like drug smuggling French lady that Chris Evans hangs out with to imply that she's going to get into more bullshit. That's a theme or something. There's a theme of this film.
That's a theme.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
she just like me for real for that. It's minus the cop thing. What the fuck? Anyway, 12 out of 30. Ahead of The Dictator. Right behind Green Book. Play Green Book Fried Chicken sequence, please. What do you know about being black? You don't even eat fried chicken. It's me, Italian guy. Here, have some fried chicken. That blows this movie out of the water, bro. Green Book Fried Chicken mogs this movie. Did you? I hired this Jamaican rapper to I made a hip hop version of our show's theme. And she did a rap over it, and she said, "Eat that raw like chicken in the Green Book." Which is kind of fire. That's kind of a fire bar.
That's a good line.
That's a good bar. It opens up with, "Just shot me a wolf, but I cook that bitch up Mexican style," which is a fucking bar right there, just in of itself.
What was the impetus behind hiring a Jamaican rapper?
Because that was our episode where we act like Fresh and Fit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except the rapper like listened to the show and she decided to make a song about like how much she hates men, so it doesn't really fit.
Yeah, Fresh and Fit is not exactly.
She says men, they can't do nothing right, so I'm gonna eat the pussy all night. They always alt right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Which
kill it.
Yeah, kill it. Shout out to her. Play that song in full in the pod.
Just shot me a wolf, about to cook that shit up Mexican style. Give me an inch, you know I'ma take a mile. Was I loved as a child? Funny you might ask. Just cause I got trouble with weed and always keep a flask, but at least I don't wear a mask. I'm a level 4 rapper, I hate men. They the biggest set of cappers. Eat that raw like chicken in the Green Book. That's when he said, but when he done, he left her raw shook. And she didn't even nut. Men, they can't do nothing right, so that's why I'm a bitch composting all night. They always so right. Coen and Rosa, they always do the most, so sit back and chill. Stand up folks, they don't need a blue pill.
Thank you. Movie time. We watch movies. It's movie time.
Is that the normal theme song?
Yeah. Wait. Let me come up with lyrics to our song. Okay, so come. I don't know. If you can, we'll do a lyrics contest. If you can write lyrics over the Cumposting theme song, do it. We'll do a contest, and the winner gets a potentially used $20 Fortnite card. You
Can
say
I write
shit?
the lyrics?
You can write lyrics for our theme song.
Well, see, I went silent for a second because I was imagining all the things I could buy with $20 of V-Bucks.
Yeah, do you want, like, I can, it's on my, I'll send you the full version. It's on my SoundCloud. You can try. We're gonna do improv right in the moment, okay?
Well, to be clear, I've never heard this song before of the podcast I'm a co-host on. Never in my life.
Man. Thanks. That's really nice. That's great. It's a great thing.
It's a great thing.
Yeah, just let me. You can count it down, count it off, and then play it, and then you'll.
You're actually gonna make me try to rap over this or whatever.
You can sing over it. You can show off that beautiful singing voice of yours. Your beautiful helping baritone.
Sign in or create an account. Fuck off.
Bro, you got Google.
Continue with Google. Sign in as Rosa's Google account that I stole the credentials for.
That's really mean to do that. It's
gender required, custom gender.
You're so fucking woke.
Dude, I'm so funny, dude. I'm gonna put attack helicopter here.
Dude,
I'm gonna trigger so many.
You're off the show. You're gonna trigger so many liberals. No, stop.
All right, hold on. I'm listening. I'm vibing. By the way, do you know this is hashtag Jazz and Blues? It says so in the SoundCloud.
Yeah, it is. You didn't count it off.
No,
Make
I
sure
gotta
you
listen to
count
it.
off,
Okay,
but
give me a
yeah.
sec. Give me a sec. I'm not gonna be able to make up the lyrics to this. There's too many. It's jazz. It's going da 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 da, and then it goes dee, 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 dee. There's no.
Yeah, it's how
There's
it
no.
goes.
There's.
You
There's
can
no.
do it. Just do the fucking improv. You took
All
years
right. All
of
right.
improv.
All right. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. We're coming. We're posting. We're filming. We're talking. Gay people are on the show. Marxist Leninists. You already know. And then it's too fast. I don't know.
It's too fast. It is like 216 BPM technically, so it's pretty.
And back to the movie.
And back to the movies. I was showing off the jam packs, which you can find on my on the channel, which are jam packed full of musical content that the whole family can enjoy. I need to make a third one. I need to do more shows. I need to make more songs for the show. Anyway, we watched a movie. What movie, you ask? Well, that would be Funeral Parade of Roses, 1969, directed by Toshio Matsumoto. It's probably horribly racist. You could like beep that out. It's well, maybe it might be better than doing it in English. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is that okay? Yeah, it's Funeral Parade of Roses. This is about 1960s Tokyo. The gay cross-dresser and trans scenes,
Yes.
which it was really good. This is
was
about
surprisingly good. I was blown away by this film.
It was
having been made in
wonderful.
like the 60s. Like
Yeah.
this felt like I don't like saying something is ahead of its time because it always feels like, well, it was made in its time, so it's not ahead of its time. It was unique.
I'd say
and-
this was very ahead
but
of
this
its
was
time.
definitely ahead of its time. Like this was wildly innovative and surreal and like the filmmaking techniques reminded me of films that have come out like recently that I'm like, I've never seen that before, and I haven't seen it like between the 70s and now, but it's like it's doing it 50 years early. Yeah, just somehow I have friends that are like I have a friend who's always like, show me a film from before 1970 that isn't boring, and now I finally have one that I'm like, okay, like if you don't have the attention span for 12 Angry Men or whatever the fuck, like watch it.
There are like hundreds of films before
No.
1970 that were born.
I'm aware. I'm just saying, like he's a stickler.
He's a
so-
chud. He's a little chuddy.
He's a little chud.
Much like our Discord mod, which decided to make per new user request whatever it's pronounced. Shut up. My computer broke.
Yeah, you're lagging out a little bit here.
Yeah, I fucking died tragically. Well, I gotta play. One second. Hey yo! Skirt! Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo! Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom! Y'all ever eat chicken on Wednesday? Y'all ever eat burger on Thursday? Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo! Skirt!
Your computer's not dead anymore.
Oh, it's not dead. And that was my new bit, West Side Gun rapping over the third movement of Funeral March by whatever the fuck that guy's name is. Anyway, we watched this movie was fucking awesome. I really, really liked this movie a lot. I'm gonna pat
Yes.
myself on the back and say that this was a good pick, and I'm very proud of it. It's a really good pick.
No, this was like an excellent film. I have my first note here because I'm politically brain poisoned and I can't do other things. Was to say I want to Clockwork Orange people who think that trans is a phenomenon that appeared 10 years ago, and and force them to watch this entire film made 50, 60 years ago so that they understand that trans people have been around for quite a while.
Yeah, it was obviously it's very different. The way that they talk about the trans experience is very different.
Yeah.
But one thing remains the same. Autogynephilia, as we see one of our characters begin cross-dressing as a child to make out with herself in a mirror. Which, that's kind of fire. This is cut out of the show, but the one time I did, I started fucking... No, I can't even fucking say it. It's too AGP.
And we can cut it out, but I want to hear it.
Oh, yeah, I did a lot of fucking alone. I started jerking off, as you do whenever you're trying a new drug.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like... I have a standing mirror right over there. And I ended up getting in front of that and watching myself because I feel like I was in my body. I felt like I was an outside observer.
Yeah, you were in what they call a.
I was dissed, as they say, much like Kendrick Lamar did to Drake. They not like us. Piano noises. Mustard on the beat. Oh. Sorry, I'm gonna like end my life after this recording.
I just Googled. I went on LinkedIn. I looked for movie podcast job openings.
It's okay.
I really liked the way that this film had all these different ways of kind of like foreshadowing and just having like these surreal moments that felt like psychedelic or like drug induced, but not in like the stereotypical way that you would see in movies where it's like, oh, everything's waving around and I'm in a haze and we're doing double shot exposure like I'm drunk. But instead it's just like I wrote down here noodle seizure, because there was a scene where a man fell on his bike and dropped all his delivery noodles, and then it just kept flashing between all these like jump cuts between these completely different scenes of what might happen in the future and violence and I just loved that. I just loved how like I don't know if this is my first art house film and now I finally understand what art house means, but it just felt like every single weird choice made me want to question why did they do it and like what did that mean, and like I just every scene, no matter how slow in 1960s it was engaging because it made me question the intent of the author, which I think is what art is supposed to do. It's
extraordinarily Japanese art house. It reminded me a bit of Neon Genesis Evangelion, End of Evangelion. I won't explain why because that is far too good of a thing to spoil. Please watch it if you haven't. I don't care who you are. We could do an Eva episode. That'd be good.
I've never seen it, right?
Yeah, you could watch Eva and End of Eva, and we could talk about that.
Okay.
Sometime. But yeah, it was a really, really fucking good art house movie. This is about what's within the language of a film, like a trans woman is called a gay boy. So we're just gonna go with that. Obviously.
Is that akin to Ladyboy and Ty? Is it like the same kind of?
Yes, it's the same vibe. It's like the idea of it's like what femboy is in the United States. It's just sort of like.
But femboy isn't even like
fetishizing
trans, right? Femboy is just like
other.
Gay people who like being a little effeminate, right?
The way that the term is used broadly is used to depict and demean trans women through pedophilic beauty standards.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Like it's. I mean, femboy is the exact fucking same thing as ladyboy. It's just one word change. And when you see depictions of what femboys are, it's like very clearly meant to be like hyper fetishized depictions of young trans women or young boys. Like, but as follows Eddie and Ganda, who are a couple. Wait, I got lost in the sauce here. This follows Eddie, who is competing to be like the prettiest AGP at her gay bar.
Yes, he's very jealous of the other trans people.
Well, yeah, and Madame is super jealous because she was the number one Jeep prior. So they're in a bit of a triangle, and they're kind of vying for the attention of what is a mix of like a pimp and a gay bar owner.
Well, he's like the drug lord mostly, right? Like he's the one who like makes sure everyone's all coked up during the gay trans orgies.
Good job. These are people necessary to society function, I think.
Well, clearly, you see all these
yeah.
Japanese businessmen there after hours, and I know there's like a big kind of brothel scene in Japan, period. But like even back then, it's like, look, all these guys, they work 17 hours a day, and they need to get some release, but also their annoying, nagging wives can't give them the good head that the what do you call them, the gay boys or the Japanese gay boys do. So
Yeah, true. Yeah, I enjoyed the very Lacanian depiction of gender as well, it's a mix of Lacanian and I think it was Judith Butler ideas of gender as a performance,
yes.
and like the idea of the mask, which reminded me of the film Face of Another, where
I
you
was going to
sort
say
of
it reminded me of the film The Mask, where Jim Carrey becomes a different person when he puts the mask on.
I'll giggity Lois and make Son of the Mask. Play I'll giggity Lois, please. Joe Rogan? Yeah, hi Joe Rogan. Can you play Giggity Lois, please? No, you can
Sorry.
find it more
You
quickly.
were saying it was reminding you of something much more interesting.
Yeah, remind me of Face of Another, which is another Japanese art house film from the time that we've reviewed on the show, which talks about putting on a face, changing your personality in many regards, which is true of transitioning. Like um I've become acting. I mean, I can't fucking speak today. I've began acting differently since like presenting female. Like obviously a large part of that is growing up. I mean, I did come out at like 17, so but it's a knowable difference. You perform your gender, and I think that the museum sequence when they're talking about masks as symbols of that are makes for a very interesting and compelling sequence.
Mhm.
I like the random swastika in the credits, just a random singular swastika.
I didn't see that one.
That elevated my experience in the movie. I liked the mask Nazis, who find a dead body and they start goose stumping with medical masks on, which predicted COVID.
I liked the sex scenes that had carnival music playing over them while flashing random scenes of war crimes, random photographs of war crimes throughout the ages.
I really liked that. I liked the silent film homages in this movie. It reminds me of the film like La Chimera.
Like
But
when
that
the cops are gonna
better.
raid the brothel, and the drug guy and his the black friend are now
The
in
black.
sped up
You're
Benny
really
Hill.
used to using that term, huh?
My black friend, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what his name was. Especially because I was
Does
so
that happen to
distracted
you a
by the
lot?
fact that he speaks English, and I'm like, I'm not reading anymore.
Wow, that must be hard for you.
But we were talking about when they
It's
do
very
like
hard for men to
Benny
listen,
Hill,
so
the Benny
yeah.
Hill theme, like while they're sped up trying to like hide all their drugs or whatever.
Yeah, it's really fun. I like all of the sped up sort of silent film sequences in this movie. I like them a lot. It was very fun to watch with my girlfriend.
Okay, look at me.
What?
I have a girlfriend. Take
So
that.
do you,
Oh, are you
so
lonely, audience member? Well, guess what? I have a
so do
girlfriend.
you. Why are you fucking bitter?
Look, I'm bitter. I'm the king of the incels.
Yeah. Dude, I did get someone like DMing me like, you stop tweeting out about how you have a girlfriend, makes me sad. No. I answered the DM, so I'll answer it on the show. No, I won't. I'm not going to. I had someone ask me to stop posting pictures of myself because it made them sad too. Why are people like this? Why are people so miserable?
I don't know.
Well, this movie knows, as we can see within the character of Madame, who feels threatened by Eddie. I thought that the rivalry was very interesting. I like the violence in this film. I love the end of this movie particularly was my favorite part. It's one of those movies that's quite hard to describe. This movie is a vibe. It's a lot like it would be a lot like trying to describe like French. I'm talking a lot about French expressionism, but like a lot of French expressionist movies are quite hard to describe because it's there are a lot of abstract sequences in this film. It's very experimental. There's interviews with the actors in the movie.
Yes,
The
it's almost
director
like
of the movie gets killed at the end. It's a meta commentary on like performance holistically, especially as it relates to gender. And I thought it was fucking lovely.
yeah, no, this was like thoroughly enjoyable. I I often forget when I'm watching films that like films can be something that is anything. Like
Yeah.
so many things are just samey now. And
Mhm.
this is so out there as like like you can just do all sorts of different stuff. And it sounds so obvious, but something about the idea of like just doing something completely new and different, just it feels nice to see something like that. Even if this is not new, it's literally 60 years old. It's just felt good to see something like, oh yeah, like you can just do weird stuff and it can totally work. Sometimes it doesn't, and I think this one really does. And you're right to say that it is like a vibe, because this isn't a. I couldn't put this on paper and make you watch it. I couldn't say like, oh yeah, like this is what happens and that's why you would enjoy it. It's like, no, this is like a very much an experience that you have to watch for yourself and feel like the vibe. Like,
it's like it's what people act like Rocky Horror is, you know?
to an extent, I would say Rocky Horror is like Baby's first films can be different.
Baby's first like experimental art house adjacent movie.
Yeah.
So like instead of being an annoying fag about that movie, be an annoying fag about something interesting, such as this.
Yeah.
Because if I get asked to come to your Rocky Horror movie night one more time, by the way, I'm talking to you very directly, I'm going to crash out. We don't need to watch the movie bi-monthly. Semi-monthly. We can watch other movies. Love you. I didn't like the volume mixing in this movie. That's my one big major criticism.
I can't comment on that. I don't think that's something I noticed. I'm not an audiophile, and I'm actually pretty bad at sound mixing myself, so that's probably why I didn't notice.
There are parts that are gratuitously loud, and there are parts that are gratuitously quiet for no reason.
Okay.
Also, you see Japanese people smoke weed incorrectly. I've never seen people smoke weed wrong before. But they're being such pussies about it. Like, they're doing, like, non-existent puffs of this joint. And this is 1960s weed. This is back when weed was essentially a placebo, you know?
Yeah.
This is back before we knew how, like, cultivate by THC potency. So this is just, like, complete ass. It's just skunk weed, and they're hitting it like it's fucking DMT or something. You know? fucking bullshit. There's an Oriental.
This is an insult to the weed community.
Yeah, this is insults to chill weed vibes, bro. There's an Oriental pimp slap in this movie. Someone gets pimp slapped, and then an Oriental sound effect plays. I like the scene where there's a an accurate representation of a trans puppy girl with a full mustache.
That was ahead of its time.
Yeah, that was ahead of its time. The Giga Ray pun with a full mustache, doing like a puppy playdate shit uncomfortably in front of me.
I guess, yeah, that's a question I have for you is, as someone in the queer/trans community, how accurate would you say that like this is just a progenitor to the life that you experience now? And how much of it would you say is like, was this even made by queer people?
This was made by queer people. Like,
I would only assume, but I actually realized I didn't even look into that at all.
Oh, well, you can tell.
Because it's accurate?
Yeah, this feels quite... Well, it's like comedic. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, we're constantly killing people, bro. Yeah, I have a pimp who killed somebody. That's not the case. But like, I'd say it's like fairly accurate. Like, obviously, like it's it's heterosexual trans women, so it's a bit different from my experience, because most spaces they hang out in are very just like cis lesbian dominated spaces.
Okay.
So it's a bit different, but like in terms of like the weird mean girly bullshit within the trans community, I'd say that it's accurate in terms of its the sheer stupidity of a lot of these beefs, you know.
Yeah, petty shit. I mean, nothing's more gender affirming.
Yeah, which
than
is
petty women
which is
shit.
like
You
women
know?
generally.
Yeah.
Which is straight women shit, you know.
You say straight like it's a slur.
I say breeder like it's a slur, dude. Because they're fucking beneath me.
Heterosexuals.
Hets.
Fucking cis hets.
Headers!
Oh, okay, alright.
Dragons!
Anyway, I'd give this film an 8 out of 10. Very entertaining. Very fun. Very vibe.
This is a very vibey movie. I feel like we did a bad job describing it, but it's sort of indescribable.
It's kind of hard to.
Yeah. I would give this movie a solid 27 out of 30, tying it with Anora, The Thing, The Shining, Eraserhead, and The Big Lebowski.
I'm still getting used to you just like naming all these completely different movies with the movie that we just watched and be like, yep, this is just kind of like The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, this is a lot like The Big Lebowski. I'd say that it is ahead of The Thing for me. I'll say it's better than The Thing.
No, this is not better than The Thing.
Not better than The Thing? Is it better than Nora?
In fact, I retract everything.
Is it better than Nora? Is it better
now
than
that you said
Nora?
that. I've never seen a Nora, I can't say.
You know what?
I'm not a major cinephile enough.
You're right. Major cinephile! What are you doing? Major cinephile, drop and give me 20 fun facts about the production of The Shining. I'm gonna say in that case, better than Nora, behind The Shining. I mean, but behind The Thing and The Shining. Cool.
All right.
Anyway, we are going to do call-ins.
Hell yeah.
Let's get some people in here. Announcements channel at call-in notifications. Now we wait like a couple of minutes. Yo, you're on the show. You can unmute. You have speaker role. You have the technology.
Sorry, my bad. Didn't realize I was on mute.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, actually, I had I guess 2 questions. They're not like long questions though. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess first one was, is there like any movies that you'd love to review, but that like don't think would like fit like the tone of your show?
I don't think there's any movie that wouldn't fit the tone of the show. I mean, we could fucking review Paw Patrol movie over here and all the way to some art house thing. I don't think there's any restrictions per se.
Yeah,
I guess like something that would be like so. I don't know if it's like something that would be like so just like not interesting you'd be able to talk about, or maybe something that you think would be like too dismal or whatever. Or you don't think like it'd be entertaining.
Like, I think that I enjoy doing things that are so like absurdly off the wall, like bad, like almost bad for a comedy film review show. Like, take Lady Riefenstahl's Triumph of the Will, for example. Like the fact that I did a like Red Pill podcast episode about that, or Birth of a Nation, which we did a review on. I like doing things that are just like bad ideas. I think that Triumph of the Will might be one of our best episodes ever.
Yeah, it was really good.
Thank you. Do you have a favorite episode?
I thought the review of the Minecraft movie was pretty funny. I don't have like one particular favorite episode, I guess. Yeah.
People fucking hated that Minecraft movie review, and they hated the fucking Warfare review that came a week before.
I didn't understand like why people were like as upset in the comments about the Warfare one.
That is the most controversial review I've ever given, and I don't know why. Because like why like it ends with like special thanks to the people who did these war crimes. Like are we fucking kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What was your other question?
Oh, I guess the other question is are there any like movies that you watch like every Halloween season, or that you look forward to like rewatching every year for Halloween?
Ooh, I like doing slasher movies like junk food, you know?
Oh,
And it's
hell
always with friends high, you know? I feel
yeah.
like that's what those are good for. In terms of like Halloween tradition movies, probably Nightmare Before Christmas is a big one for me. But
Okay.
I just like watching new horror movies. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm doing an
I'm a
out
big
of
fan of
season.
Trick or Treat. Have you seen Trick or Treat? That's a good Halloween movie for me. I revisit that frequently.
Yeah, I love Trick or Treat.
I like watching May December. It's a good Halloween style movie.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's a great. It's because October is between May and December. That's why it's called that. It's my favorite spooky movie.
Do you think in the future, if they make October 7th films, those will be Halloween movies?
I hope so.
All right.
Anyway.
I don't have much else to say, I guess. Yeah.
Anyway, is there anything you want to tell the people at home?
Wait, before you say that, where were you on October 7th?
Yeah, where were you? Would
I
you
guess
hide us?
Yeah.
The Jews are tired.
I'd say I might not be like a great person to hide out with though, because I've got family that works for the federal government or extended family.
Where the fuck? What,
Yeah.
Like where in the federal government?
I probably wouldn't. I don't really want to say on like a show, but I can say on like the Discord later.
You can say it in a public.
Yeah,
you can just say off the record, and then
Off
Rosa
the
has to
record.
go.
We'll beep it out. We can beep it out. We can replace it with Hava Nagilia.
Sure. Yeah, I guess off the record. Like we're talking like.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? No,
Yeah.
what the?
Hey, why did they try to let Trump die?
Yeah. So.
Wait, okay, we're keeping you on the call.
Yeah. It's fine.
And like any names or anything is gonna be beeped out.
Yeah, I've got actually so I think I can tell a story.
Is that him?
No.
No.
It's not like. Yeah, I actually have a picture of. I definitely don't want this on the show.
This is
me
all
on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
ongoing.
dox you.
I have a picture of me at the White House Christmas party, like in 2018 or 2019, standing next to Donald Trump.
Did you pee on your hand and shake it?
No, I didn't.
Did
I
you
wasn't
shake
very.
it? Did
I
you
wasn't
shake
very
your ass for
politi-
Dottie?
I was like a stoner right out of high school, so I wasn't very politically minded at the time. So I was just like, oh, that's cool. I guess I'm just here now. I wouldn't have accepted the invite now.
No, I would have accepted the invite.
It was I mean, yeah.
I would have Bordiga pilled Trump. I would have told him to sit his ass down in an armchair and do nothing.
Oh so my sister got in trouble because she
Can I keep the
family.
visiting the White House stuff in the show?
Yeah, you can bring that up in the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you the edit of the section with you. You can tell me if I anything
that's
else, 'cause
that's
this is
fine.
fun.
Yeah. My sister like when she was at the White House, I guess like about to shake hands with the president. People are just like spam, like her friends were just spam texting her messages like, is the bomb in place? Do you have the
Dude.
And she had to like put her phone, and then the next day my was like super pissed off at her. And then also like the day, I forgot to mention too, like going into the White House, I had to get pulled aside and like separately like patted down, checked, because at the time I worked for Tractor Supply, and I didn't realize like how closely my like phone was being monitored at the time. It's not now, but at the time it was like super super close, because I was like,
how the fuck do you know if it's not now?
I mean, if it is now, it's not to like any degree that would like I don't like say anything like bad or whatever, so it's not anything that could get me in trouble. I'm sure like somebody like listens in from time to time more than like most, but I mean,
Dude, I'm so fucked.
But-
Like, I know I have a file, and it's like fucking growing. It's growing
I mean,
every day.
I do too, and the reason I know that was because like a week before I was supposed to go into the White House. I think it was actually like 5 days beforehand. I'd accidentally sent my a text talking about like how I was working at Tractor Supply, and then amongst other things, I brought up how like people were coming in, would come in, they'd buy like the animal like needles, and they'd use them for like drugs, like because you could buy like bulk packs there. And for whatever reason, that went to my text, but also his work email. And somebody, like it auto scanned through and picked out like something like I sell like needles to homeless people. So then when I was going in, they had to pull me aside and they read out like a whole bunch of my texts and stuff. And then like afterwards, like a few days later, he came to me and he read me a whole bunch of text messages and was like, yeah, you can't like make any jokes that are like off color for like the next like 2 years, because like, one of the things that they pulled was like, because I was right out of high school, so one of the things they pulled was I made like a school shooting joke in like a group chat like a half a year earlier.
Bro.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm so like effed. You know?
yeah.
Like how effed, like if the FBI were to go through my shit, like am I like fucked? Like they already have probably.
Yeah,
They got bigger
I
things
don't-
to worry about than a Marxist.
yeah.
I'm not fucking Marxist. Can you stop with that shit?
Yeah, I've got a lot of wild, not too many wild other stories, but I've got a lot of like weird little stories and shit.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy who like?
This is the first really good call.
I think it was like in 20. Oh, thanks. I think like you remember 2016, that one guy who like jumped the White House fence and
Yeah.
ran inside. He managed to get inside the building. So my was in charge of the guy who was because my has been with like the service for like I think like almost 30 now. He was in charge of and he had to like bring that guy out, and he was like, why didn't you like do anything to stop him? And he was like, I don't know, I didn't want to shoot him. And he was like, yeah, I would have like respected you more if you just threw your gun at this thing. But the guy at the door was like standing there and just let the guy run right by him.
It's crazy.
So-
It's crazy that like Secret Service people are way more apprehensive about using force than like traffic cops.
Yeah, I because I've heard a lot of like stories as well of just like other like secondhand stories and stuff where I'm like, damn, like I'm not sure I would have had like as much discipline, like trigger discipline, and like some of the things that I've heard, because they have a lot of issues with people who jump the fence like almost weekly. There'll be usually like one or two guys. It happens fairly often. It happens often enough that they just like kind of swoop in, like tackle them pretty quickly, and then get them
It's
out
like
of there.
any tourist
Yeah.
can just go up to the fence, like nothing's stopping
Yeah.
them from climbing it, and people are stupid. Like it makes sense.
Appar-
You just don't hear
Well,
about it. Right?
they have like five. They have like dozen. They have like a row of people with AR-15s in front of the fence when I visited. That might have been special for me.
Yeah, I've yeah, they usually have like people around the fence right here. A very common thing that's not as common as people getting over the fence is people who try and then they like skewer themselves like right through the leg on the wrought iron like gate or whatever, and they just have to like hang there until they can get like medical personnel down. Yeah,
That's brutal.
scary.
That's fucking awful. There's a guy who jumped off of like a clock tower, and his body got skewered in a flag. He was just like hanging there for like
Dude.
hours.
there's there's one I guess I can tell that's like
This is the first
not-
really good call. Usually I'm
trying
like,
to think through like what would be like, I don't know, like because I don't want to like risk saying anything. I know that there was one guy where like I can't say how because I don't want to disclose how, but I did see like video of I guess this was like a few years ago. He had walked up in front of the White House and he'd like took out a like handgun out of his pocket and fired around in the air and then placed his phone on the ground and shot that before shooting himself.
What the fuck?
And they were never able to find out what was on his phone or what was up with that. Yeah.
Okay.
like wait, why? What a weird. What?
I don't know.
This is like
did-
what? Huh?
I didn't expect this conversation to go this direction. I'm sorry. I wasn't as prepared to like.
Sorry, I accidentally
No,
brought
it's
up
good.
the most interesting fucking thing
Sorry
in the
that
world.
sorry that I made the most interesting call, and yeah, fuck you, pal.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, if I sound apprehensive or like unprepared, it's just because I'm not sure what all I guess I should speak about.
Well, in post, you can always send a message
Yeah,
and be
it's
like,
fine.
"Hey, this is what's allowed, this is what's not," and Rosa
Yeah.
can run it by you. You know.
Is there
I'll export your segment before it goes out to anybody with what I think should be censored. If anything isn't censored that you want to be, it can be.
Okay, I can end on like an interesting one. Do you want to hear like what
Sure.
the kind of like internal response was to the Trump assassination?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So, my understanding was that they, of course, were not like expecting that to happen at all. But when that went down, they had to like lock down basically like half of DC for like, and not lock down as in like prohibit travel or whatever. But they had like they're like, all right, we need like
This was retardy Oswald, not the golf course thing.
Yes.
Yeah. No, nobody cared about the golf course thing because they got the guy like immediately. But they had to like because DC's like built like a fortress. And they had to bring in a whole bunch of like everybody was like all right, if you're off today, like you're forced to come in, and they had people positioned like basically on like every rooftop. And I don't even think because that didn't even happen in DC, but they were afraid of like other like politician assassinations and shit.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, I keep saying from what I understand, but this one is like I think pretty verifiably true. Was a lot of the agents were extremely not happy because it's their job to just get him like off the fucking stage as soon as like the shooting starts. And when he went back out for like the fist in the air photo op, they were like not like not pleased.
Have you ever considered that was W Aura though?
It was W Aura.
It was W Aura. That was like okay, that out of like 5 Mussolini having the sword of Islams, that gets about like a 3 from me.
Yeah.
Do you know what's negative aura that they didn't broadcast enough, but I think cancels out the positive aura?
You're such a fucking lib, bro.
Is the Mike moment where he's like, "Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes."
No, that's W Aura. That's Fat Man Aura. That's like
don't let me off the stage. I need my shoes. They're nice shoes.
Yeah.
That guy's fire. I love him.
I do know that a lot of Secret Service like actively like really resent Trump. And I think like I don't think it's like the majority at all. I think like the majority are still like very much like like they're cop brained first.
Well, yeah, I mean the entire like intelligence state, the entire like I guess I'll just call with shorthand the deep state or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
it's all like libs. It's all like people. I need to defend the sanctity of the Constitution. These people.
Sorry.
Yeah, these people are very ideological, but it's just in like a very very lib kind of way. Especially because you kind of have to be in order to get in.
Yeah, my for like another like 2 years, I think, because like he's reaching the point where they're gonna like make him retire because he's like kind of at that. And it's been really sad, actually, kind of to watch because I've kind of been able to like over the last like year and a half, or last like few years, but the year and a half especially, see him get more kind of disenchanted with the job and see just like the conflict of like
he's getting disenchanted with protecting very important members of government. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's because I guess he has for like the whole time he was working there been like believed in like the importance of like we have to like protect you can say what about you can say what you want about like the propagandize like the very propagandized like view of his job, but I have seen like he get more like because he can kind of like see like like what little facade of sanctity that the office kind of held has basically been eroded away in the last like 2 years of him having to work the job.
Yeah, I mean that I would argue that like outward sanctity eroded with like Nixon and shit, but people forgot about that. So
At least
anyway,
he
thank you.
resigned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for the great call in. Anything you'd like to tell the audience before you go? Okay, that was a good call in.
Did you did you kick them?
Yeah, I always do that. Anyway, next
Oh.
caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Rosa Cumposting and
Yeah,
affiliates.
That's me. Yeah.
Hello.
Good afternoon. My
Hi.
name is Officer Pizza Roll Morton, FBI.
Yeah.
I'm with the
Oh,
Pod Crimes
shit.
Division. I just have a
Mhm.
few
Oh,
questions
no.
related to an ongoing investigation.
No, right
No.
after that last caller is kind of crazy. Because
Yeah,
the last
especially 'cause
caller
you
was
did
giving
not
us
hear
top
that.
secret info. What the fuck? That last caller, I'm gonna beep this out. So that's crazy.
Yeah, he's an affiliate of mine as well.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I just had a couple questions related to an
Yeah.
ongoing investigation
Yeah, shoot.
regarding this podcast of yours. First, you
Oh, yeah.
called Pier Paolo Pasolini's Salo, or the 120 Days in Sodom, a quote, fun and sexy romp and total peak goons.
Yeah,
What did you mean by this?
I was flicker gooning to that whole fucking movie. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Right.
That's like
Mhm.
that's primo jelkability. Dan Schneider did not like that movie. Play the clip of Dan Schneider talk about why he dislikes that movie.
Salo is the famous shit-eating movie. They didn't really eat shit, but it's basically a long, extended, perverse romp, and it really serves no purpose. It's one of the dullest movies that you're ever going to see. It's not titillating. It's not prurient. At least in a well-made porno film, you might get a little excited. So it serves a purpose. This didn't.
Shout out Dan the Man. A legend. Yeah, but no, I stand by that. Are there any other issues?
In your review of the Battle of Algiers, you said, quote, the best thing about this film are the uniforms. Very curious. Are you laundering Mussolinite sympathies under the guise of a communist film review podcast?
Yeah, I'm actually quite open about that. My girlfriend's moved me over a lot of things related
Oh,
to
okay.
Mussolini.
Well, that makes sense. Very revealing. Very revealing.
Yeah,
Okay.
very
I
revealing.
just have one more question for you before I go. Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Regarding Brianna Wu's 2014 video game Revolution 60, released on iOS, and whose plot centers on, quoting from Wikipedia here, 4 women working in an anime-themed special forces unit. On
I
Twitter,
love
you
that.
called it a, quote, rare example of video games as an art form and ultra mega turbo goons. When can we expect your appearance on Doll's Cast?
I love Doll's Cast. I'm a big Marcy fan. I'm a big fan of Brianna Wu. I'm a big fan of Stacey K. All of my heroes are surrounding that podcast. They got a new host recently. I'm really excited to see the next episode of the new host of Doll's Cast. I love
I can
you.
imagine that's a very big deal for you.
Yeah.
Well, this has been illuminating. We'll be in touch.
Thanks, officer. I love you, officer.
Yeah.
Talk later,
I love you
Officer
too.
Morton?
Detective Morton out.
Yeah,
Detective Morton. And wait, did you have a
we'll
badge
talk
number as
later.
well that we can just write down just so we can contact you again?
1488. Thank you.
1488. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, thanks. That's my girlfriend, by the way. Shout out my girlfriend. I love her. I love her to death. Shout out Audrey. Stream her new song, which was dedicated to me,
Aw.
which is really cute. Yeah, that'll be
She's great.
that'll be the end credits music. I love her so much.
Gay. Bet you kiss girls.
Yeah, dude, you said like 0 issue the other episode. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
you
like,
said-
calling you one like with the hard T, like it even jokingly feels a little bit different than just saying "F it." You know, like I just said it out of context there. That's fine. But like, it's like I could probably say
Yeah.
the N word out of context in a joke at some point and not have that big a problem with it. Versus like calling a black guy the N word would probably make me
This is cut out, but I was doing a
leave it in.
Never again means never again. You know that, right?
So I've heard.
Yeah. Anyway, next week we will be watching with returning guest Wonko Bonko. I mean I, the soy god isn't doing that one.
I'm not allowed.
You're not allowed. Well, you need it's in 2 days, so I'm not gonna make you watch 3 movies in 2 days.
What do you think I do for this show?
Well, I'm fucking we're watching Circus Rex, which is the Zagreb film from 1965. Tetsuo, the Iron Man, and this year's Bring Her Back.
Ooh.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on this journey with us.
I've been a trans Japanese gay boy.
I've just been trying to get my 40 acres and mule. And we're
Cumposting.
Da. Fucking hate you. It's fucking bullshit. Fucking show.
Whatever. You fucking
Give me
work
my
it
hot
out.
towel.
This show fucking sucks.
Where's my fucking... I need my May Penny. Oh my god.
I trace the feeling right where it started, somewhere I couldn't touch you. I wanna go online if you wanna play to a game with no rules. Go online where it started, somewhere I can be with you. Where I can be with you. I pull the phone so close to my chest, just to feel closer to you. I cannot stop the smile on my face. I know you're smiling too. Go online where it started, somewhere I can be with you. Where I can be with you. Find you at the time. Find you at the time. Find you at the time.